Nate, what's at stake if this process is bundled? Like if this is messed up, what's the stakes that play out here?
I mean, they're pretty big if you think about it, right? I think best case scenario, you transition the accounts, the seller can go off into the sunset, and you can run this business profitably for years to come. That's one scenario. I think a realistically bad scenario is that you make the transition, something comes up in the account verification process down the path, and your account goes on hold for a few days, which depending on how quickly you can break free from that, it could be a week. If you're doing something wrong, even if it's all on the up and up, you can definitely get your account locked when you're doing all these changes at once. And depending on the scale of the business, that's potentially tens of thousands of dollars of profit on the line. That is one scenario. Another scenario is that if you're going through this process and you just can never successfully migrate the assets, say your legal entity doesn't have the right to sell in Europe and you can't get through there. I've heard of deals that have fallen apart after the signing of the APA because the account could not be migrated. Anybody who's bought or sold a business before knows how much pain went up into the point of getting an APA signed. And so the last thing you want is to have 30, 45, 60 days of effort fall apart just because there's something that you weren't either looking ahead to or that you bungled in the transition process that leads you to not actually get to take control of the asset, for one, and not get paid as the seller, as it whichever side of that you're on. So that's not something anybody wants.
Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications about new videos and interviews. And introduce yourself in the comments. Are you a buyer or a seller?